So on the last slide, we talked about how as the denominator, the bottom number gets bigger, the fraction piece gets smaller. So I want to explain a little bit on what I mean by that. So if I want to compare, let's say I'm going to use a text box this time to show you. You click that T, and then you can just move it around wherever you want to move it. Make it bigger or smaller, and you can just click inside that box to write your text. So 1 slash 4 compared to 1-5, which would be 1/4 blank 1/5, right? So if we want to fill in this, so let's just look and see. Let's color in 1/4. We can see right here 1/4. And we can see that distance is just that red line that I just made. And then in a different color, let's do 1/5. And we see that that's smaller. And that trend stays true every single time we compare fractions, because 1/5 means it's cut into 5 pieces. 1/4 means it's cut into 4 pieces. So think about a piece of cake, right? If you have one, or a chocolate bar. Let's think about a chocolate bar, actually. Let's do a chocolate bar. And if I'm going to eat it by myself, then I don't have to cut it at all. I get one big, huge piece, just like this one whole. But if someone walks up and they want to share it with me, now I have to split it between 2 people. And so one person's going to get this piece and one person's going to get this piece. So now we're happy. We both have pretty big pieces, but now a third person comes, and every single person that we share it with, our own piece gets a little bit smaller so that each piece can be equal. So like we said before, we did 1/4 compared to 1/5. And when we did that, we saw, even if we hadn't seen this picture, we would know, because they have the same denominator, it's one piece of each. I know that fourths are bigger than fifths. So with that being known, I can say 1/4 is greater than 1/5, right? Let's do another one. Let's do the same denominator this time. Let's do 2/6 is what compared to 4/6. Okay, this one's a little bit different because we don't have different denominators. So we can't say, oh, I just know that one's bigger than the other because the pieces are bigger. This time, we'll still color it the same. We'll say, okay, this is 2/6, so I'm going to color in 2 of these right here. And the other one is 4/6. So this time, whoever has the bigger numerator is going to be the bigger fraction. Because that's saying, like, which one is more dogs, 2 dogs or 4 dogs, right? Because it's the same exact fraction, 2 dogs or 4 dogs. Whenever we have 2 different denominators, that's like saying which one would be more dog, 2 Great Danes or 2 Chihuahuas, right? It wouldn't be, those are different. So even though there's still 2 of each, there's going to be more Great Dane than there are Chihuahuas because the Great Danes are much larger. So looking at this, I can say I know for sure 4/6 is greater than 2/6. So this comparison would say 2/6 is less than 4/6. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do, I'm going to erase these fourths. Let's say 2/4 is what 2/4 I want you to think on that and answer it along with a few other questions on the next slide.